Blue plaques are used in communities all over Britain to mark places where famous historical figures lived and worked. Sometimes they're for someone you've never heard of, and they can be a good place to start learning about that person. Other times they're for someone that most people in Britain probably have heard of. They're a really cool way to link a historical name to a modern day place. Often when you hear about someone from history, it can be really hard to imagine them as someone you might actually bump into on the street. But when you're walking around and you say, oh, Charles Dickens used to live in this house and he walked on these streets, it kind of brings into life. Today there are schemes like this all over Britain, although the London scheme was the first, and it was the brainchild of the MP William Ewart, who actually now has his own blue plaque. He suggested the idea in the House of Commons in 1863, and it was taken up a few years later. These days, the London scheme is run by English Heritage, and there are similar schemes run by councils and organisations all over the UK. There's also now a national scheme for England, although that was only set up a couple of years ago. So I'm sure you're very excited now and you want to get your very own blue plaque. Well, the criteria for who gets one does vary a bit because there are so many different schemes, but if you want to get one of the official original London ones, first step is to make a significant contribution to human welfare or happiness and/or an exceptional impact on your field, your community, or society at large. Step 2 is to die and then wait about 20 years. English Heritage say they'll need that level of distance to work out whether you really made a lasting impact on society. It wasn't always the case though. This plaque for Napoleon III is actually the oldest surviving one, and it went up while he was still alive. If your accomplishments still look significant 20 years after you've died, you may be in with a chance, although English Heritage only unveils a few of these every year, so it might still take them a while to get around to you. One other thing, they do require the consent of the building owner before they can install one of these, so your best bet might just be to move around a lot throughout your life. Follow these steps and you should have your very own blue plaque in no time, or at least in a few decades, maybe.